Hi class. So I wanted to be able to show you guys an example of a student paper that was put in proper APA format. So I'm going to show you guys the title page, which is what we're looking at right now, and I want to point your attention to a couple different things. First of all, this student has the title in the middle, as you can see, of the paper. Then she has her name, which includes her middle initial, and then Gordon Lee Memorial High School. Okay, so those are the three things that you want on the title page. Then she has her title in all caps that's in the header, as well as the page number. All right, so that is how you correctly format your title page. All right. If you guys are wondering how you insert page numbers in different programs, if you are on Word, you're going to go to Insert, you're going to go to Page Number, and you'll go to this one. All right. So it will automatically insert that page number for you. And then what you would do is you would put your whatever your title is in all caps over here. All right. If you were in a Google Doc account, you would go to Insert, you would go to Page Number, and you would go to this one right here. You may have to do a little bit. What I usually do is I do this title, and then I'll tab this over. There might be a faster way to do that, but that's how you do it in Google Docs, and then you click out of it. Okay, so that is how you format your title page. Again, you have your title, your name, and Gordon Lee High School, and then you've got your title in all caps, and then you have your page number. Now, on the next page, that's where your abstract should be located. Okay, your abstract, as I said before, is essentially a brief summary of your paper. So if you're writing about a career, you're probably giving general information about that career. Think about what topics you go over in your body paragraphs, and that's what you're going to go over there. If it's just an argumentative paper, you'll probably give your overall argument, then separate it into like your 3 reasons, make that 3 sentences, and then 1 concluding sentence, okay? But your abstract, it's centered, and then it's tabbed over just like this, and again, it's about 5 sentences or so, about 4 or 5 lines probably, where you just give a very brief summary about what your paper is going to be about, okay? Then your paper actually starts on page 3, okay? So what I'd like to show you guys next is the in-text citations and kind of the process for that. So I'm going to go to the first body paragraph here. All right, notice this student has an introduction. One website states, comma, okay, that's good. That's what you should do. And then she has got a quote, okay? Notice after that quote, she has something in parentheses, and this is called, right here, this is called an in-text citation, okay? This is basically telling your reader where you got your information from, okay? An in-text citation includes 3 things. It includes whatever comes first in the citation, which I'll talk about that in just a second, okay? Sometimes that's an author's last name. Sometimes that's part of your title, which is what it is here. It also includes the year of publication, so when was this published, okay? And then it includes the paragraph number from where you got the information from. Now, each one of these pieces of information is separated by a comma, and then you'll notice that the period goes outside the parentheses there, okay? So I want to go to her references page to kind of show you guys where the student got this information from. So again, it's what 2017 paragraph 2. So if I scroll down to the references page, okay, I can see this source begins with what, okay? So this is the source that the student got her information from. Notice that it was published in 2017. Notice that what is the beginning of the title. Now, as far as the paragraph number, you just have to go back to the website, okay, and find that your quote and figure out what paragraph number it's from. Hopefully, if you did the note card assignment correctly, you already have the paragraph number and you already have some good information. All right, let's look at another in-text citation just to kind of see what it looks like, just so that you guys are very clear. So notice this one, okay, is a last name. Can't even pronounce it, okay, but that's the last name. Then you've got 2004 and you've got paragraph 1, okay? Notice it's also introduced by another website states, okay? And then you've got the quote, All right, so quotation marks around what is quoted. And then again, this is the author's last name, year of publication, and the paragraph number. So let's go back to her references page. All right, and you can see this is the last name that we are looking for. Okay, 2004 is when it was published. And then again, she included the paragraph number from where she got the information from. All right, so that is how you do an in-text citation. In-text citation includes whatever comes first in the citation, whether that's part of a title, right, as it is in here, or it might be an author's last name. Then you're going to include the 2018. Then you're going to include the paragraph number. Now, you guys should have this information, your references information, on your note card assignment if you did your citations correctly, right? If you haven't done your citations, you'll want to go to citationmachine.net. You'll want to copy and paste the sources in there, and I'll do a separate, I'll post a separate video about that later. But I want to talk to you guys lastly about your references page and how that should be formatted, okay? So your references page, you're basically only including the information or the sources that you actually cited in your paper, okay? So this student cited 3 sources. You should have at least 3 sources that you cite. What you would do to get this information is you would copy and paste this from your note card assignment. As long as you cited correctly in that note card assignment, you would copy and paste that here. But I want to point out a couple things to you. Notice this is it. They are organized in alphabetical order. Okay, so C comes before K, which comes before W. Okay, if you had something that started with numbers, numbers actually go before the alphabet. So you would, if you had like 10 reasons why, you would, as a title, you would put that above that. But again, your references are organized in alphabetical order. Okay, another thing that you'll notice is that she has the hanging indent correct on here. So I wanted to show you guys how to do the hanging indent. So this is her sources, but this is not formatted exactly correctly because we don't have the hanging indent. So if you're on Word, what you do is you highlight it, you right click it, you go to paragraph, and then under special, you'll go to hanging, okay? Line spacing, I'm gonna go ahead and click double, okay? So again, hanging and double, and then I'm gonna press OK. All right, and then notice it automatically did it for me, okay? If you are on Google Docs, it's a little bit differently on Google Docs. What I'll do is I'll highlight this, and then what you do is you drag both of these over to 0.5, and then you're going to take this top one back to 0. Okay, that little rectangle, and then it automatically formats it for you with the hanging indent. That's how you do it in Google Docs. Okay, so again, your paper being in proper AP8 format is worth a bit of your grade. Now, for my seniors, I want to go ahead and kind of go to the rubric and show you guys how much AP8 format is worth. Okay, so this is your rubric for my seniors. For my 10th graders, you can go ahead and stop the screencast now. But your paper uses proper AP8 format, so that is worth 10 points. What I look at here is your paper double spaced? Does it include a title page with those 3 things that I showed you with the title, your name, and Gordon Lee High School? Do you include a header with the title in all caps that's left aligned and the page number that's right aligned? All right. Do you have an abstract? Does it provide a good summary of your paper? Okay. So that's what I look at there. I kind of look at the basics of APA format. Now, paper uses a minimum of 3 research sources. So what I look for here is, does the student include 3 in-text citations that are from different sources? Okay. Do those in-text citations point to the reference page? So like if I look at an in-text citation, you know, and I look at the first word, does that match up to your references page? Okay. And then in-text citations in the proper format. So again, in-text citations are really kind of worth 20% of your grade. Which is a huge percentage, which means if you didn't put any in-text citations in your paper, you probably didn't make a passing grade just because it's worth so many points. In-text citations, again, you want to include whatever comes first in the citation, whether it's the title or the author's last name, the year of publication, and the paragraph number. You also want to introduce it correctly, saying one website states, okay? And you want to have quotes around it, right? And then in parentheses, you have that information. And the last thing is the references page, okay? So if you only put URLs, like say you listed the websites, okay, for but you didn't include the actual citationmachine.net information, you probably only got 2 out of 10 points, which is not a whole lot. So an easy way to get a lot of points back is to just complete your references page, okay? Which again, I showed you guys what that looked like and how to do that. On your references page, the way I grade you is, do you have 3 sources? In addition, are your sources in alphabetical order? And do your sources, are they in proper APA format? And are your sources indented correctly using the hanging indent? Okay, so that is how you are graded as far as the capstone paper. If you guys have questions about APA format after watching this video, if you're still not sure how to put everything in proper APA format, please email me, okay? I would be happy to help you in any way that I can. I will also be posting the video about how to cite your sources at citationmachine.net. So if you didn't do that correctly in your note card assignment, you'll have that as well. So please make sure that you guys put your paper in proper APA format, and I think you guys will see your grades jump a whole lot, okay? Email me if you have questions, and I look forward to looking at your papers in proper APA format.